I'm Cynthia Hand, author of the Unearthly series, and I'm here with Christy on her blog, The Story Siren, to answer some questions about my new book, Hallowed, which will be in bookstores January 17th, 2012, which is just a little bit more than a week away, I think, so yay! And so let's get to it. First question. When I was first working on Hallowed, I had a different working title, and the title was Sorrowful. And I really liked Sorrowful as a title. There's just so much sorrow in the book, and it has so many different layers as a word, and I think that makes a good title, you know. So there's the sorrow that the Blackwings feel, and there's the sorrow that Clara feels, and she's really trying to figure out that sorrow and figure out what that means. And so I liked that as a title. I liked it, but my editor thought that it was a little bit of a downer, and my editor tends to be pretty smart about those things too, and I think that she is right. I think Sorrowful is kind of a downer of a title, and when we were talking about it after that, then that's when I came up with Hallowed, and I really liked Hallowed in much the same way that I liked it that it had so many different sort of layers of meaning to that word, and that those layers could be applied to what was going on in the book. So I ended up liking it even more. Okay, so if I was having a dinner with all of my closest friends and most esteemed colleagues, like the writers that I absolutely love, I know what I would serve, which is my very impressive lasagna. It's what I make anytime I want to impress someone with what a great chef I am. It's this really sort of labor-intensive lasagna recipe that I got from my mom, and it's really, really tasty. So I would make that, and then I would have some sort of yummy Italian salad, and some fresh garlic bread, and that would be it. And I would have it, and this is the reason why I have this table, you know, set and have been doing this interview at the table, which is, this is a really old rickety table, which is actually the table that I grew up on. I've had this table ever since I had my own place, and it's really not a great table. It's like a Formica top, and it's kind of spindly, but it has been the table that I've eaten most of the meals of my life on, so it'll be a sad day when we replace it. But I will show you a picture of the table I've been sort of lusting after for years that I want to replace this table with when that time comes, and sort of how I would try to set that table for that wonderful fantasy dinner with all of my friends and colleagues, and my yummy, very impressive lasagna. Okay, books that I'm most anticipating for 2012. I think the book that I'm most anticipating is my own book that I'm working on right now, my book 3, and I'm really eager to see how that turns out. But I read a lot of books every year. I think I read 70 books last year, and I really am excited for a bunch of books to come out this year. At the very top of my list is the sequel to Blood Red Road by Maura Young. I really loved Blood Red Road, and I just would be delighted to read anything else that she has in the works. And I'm also very excited for Kiersten White's Endlessly, the final book of her trilogy. It has such a gorgeous cover, and I'm just excited to see what will happen with Evie at the end. So that's a book that I will get the day that it comes out and just hold it in my hands. And there's a ton, you know, of books that I've already like pre-ordered on Kindle or just sort of have my eye on to buy later. Certainly the sequel to Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I definitely want to see what happens next in that book too. So there's a lot of great books. Okay, so thank you to the Monday Moms for hosting this great blog tour, and for Christy at the Story Siren, and don't forget that Hallowed is going to be out on January 17th, and I'll see you around.